yesterday. Somebody's come out of hiding. My man Showstopper. I haven't, literally spoke to this guy on air, and since last leap year, I don't know how leap year was, but it's been a long time. And I mean, I heard my man might have been taking shots about me,
Oh,
talking
you
about
already know.
ruining my
Hey,
good
if you
Chris.
ponying,
Hey, yo,
boy, he
ruining
gotta
my
come at you, bro.
ruining my good Christian name in these gaming streets. You know what I mean? We're gonna talk about a few things. Also, too, PSN, from a very reliable source. I'm sorry, reliable source that they're finally gonna allow name changes. But it comes with of some bad news for gamers. Also, too, we can talk about the success of Spider-Man, over 3.2 million in 3 days, and that's just counting physical sales, not even digital. We can touch on that. Also, too, what else we said? Oh, the PS1 Classic. I have yet to give my opinion about it. I just found out about it. We're going to talk about that. What else we got going on, fellas? Did I miss anything?
There was some TGS news, some games.
Yeah, games came out of there. We can talk about Devil May. I talked about it on yesterday during Xbox Beast Fire, the microtransactions. I guess I can get you guys opinion on that.
And should Tomb Raider be contender for Game of the Year?
Okay, talk about that.
Yeah, and you can talk about the greatness of Playground Games expanding to maybe 400 employees, 3 new games coming out.
Oh, talk about that. Like I said, we got a few things that we can talk about today. Tim said he's hopping in. Warrior would have joined, but Warrior's getting his. So he told me exactly. I can read you the text that he's getting his white man on. He's at the hockey game. Sent me a picture. Yeah,
He's getting a tan.
Yeah, he
literally. He said, you know, he like to be glazed up all the time.
Yeah, he said right now I'm getting my white man on. I'm sorry.
You better screen him before he comes on the air. You know he's gonna be liquored up at that hockey.
Yeah. And Tim's I think may drop it. I know Chris is not gonna be today. I haven't spoken to Crap. I haven't spoken to Crap's agent, so I know he's holding out for some more money. I don't know what the hell's going on, but maybe he'll hop in the show later on in the day. But again, as you guys come in, you guys know the rule. Hit the like button. As always, we're gonna have a very entertaining show. The shit just kicked in on my end. I be having my little secret sauce on the table, right? I got, having my little secret sauce. Hey, so I read that comment and what you put in there, what you said, man, what I'm going with them pills. Now I'll re-look at it another screen. Hey, so my eyesight is shot, bro. I can't see for shit. I got this big ass.
I can barely hear you botting.
I'm botting? Am I botting for anybody?
No, you're clear for me.
Oh.
Yeah, I can barely hear him. He botting on my end.
Am I just botting him?
Take the pony filter off. You might be able to hear him.
Yeah, I gotta take that pony filter off.
Am I botting for everybody?
Hey, take that pony filter off.
Am I botting for everybody? Or I'm just botting for him.
Nah, you good.
Probably just for me.
What? Maybe you need hop out and hop back in. Maybe maybe that'll fix it.
But, yeah, Neville, he was absolutely right. That Bumblebee trailer is absolutely insane.
I know, right? Yo, that's crazy.
We can talk about that too.
But oh my God.
I guess Crap's here now. But as we're waiting for, I guess, Show to come back and get his mic back together. If you guys are saying what's up to me, what's up to you guys? I'm not looking at their screen as of yet. But okay, Megan.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think I've spoken to you in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Literally spoken to you. What's going on with you, good brother? What are you playing? What are you enjoying? As the room full up, a little filler.
Oh man, I just got finished completing Tomb Raider.
That you beat the game already?
Yeah.
You don't play no games. What's going on, bro? Already?
Oh man, I sit there and put about 41 hours into it.
Wait, how long is the game?
I went through. I'm at 82% done, complete with everything. I'm gonna hit that 1,000 on that because I just love everything. I just love this game.
There's a lot of exploration in that game.
A lot of exploration.
The game is what, like 19 hours, something like that?
I think it's like from anywhere from 12 to 17 hours. I know that Reaper told me that he got it done in like 12 hours.
Yeah, Reaper just speed.
The speed run is around like maybe 12 hours. If you actually, do a little bit of exploring, it takes around about 18, 19, maybe 20. But yeah, I'm in about the same amount of time that I put in God of War. Is about I think God of War I put about 50 hours in. But yeah, this 41 hours, man. It's great. It's great. Goddamn.
I just tried a little bit. Tried again before we shameless plug. Shout out to Ian O. I won this giveaway on Twitter. And I played a little bit of me and my grandson played a little bit of it. Actually, I haven't played it again. any week exposed. I've been doing a whole bunch of other shit behind the scenes, but it is what it is. But so you saying contender so far of game of the year for you?
It's definitely a contender, man. It's up there with God of War and with Detroit. You know, I haven't got a chance to play Spider-Man yet, but you know, I'm looking. I might get the hook up on it here within this week. Somebody let me know that, so that would be great if they do that. But other than that, yeah, no, that's definitely. And then of course we got to wait to see what Red Dead and Assassin's Creed's going to look like. But yeah, man, that Tomb Raider is definitely should be in the discussion, hands down. As to me playing and beating those three games, man, that it's special. Tomb Raider is special, man. It's real.
Hold up, shot the gamer M. He said the name change thing is fake. Z, hey, listen,
I hope it is.
We're gonna talk about it. You know, don't shoot the messenger, bro. You know, I promise to be fair. I'm not gonna let these bots cut up too much. We're gonna talk about it. But okay. Dave, what's going on with you, good brother? I haven't spoken. Have y'all spoken? I haven't spoken to you, have I? I don't know.
No, we haven't spoken since Thursday, I think.
Okay, so what are you playing? There's room for. What are you playing? What are you getting into? What are you watching?
I've been playing a lot of Tomb Raider, man. I'm enjoying it myself.
Oh, so you gonna double down on it, huh?
Yeah, so you know what? I actually double dipped. So I got it for the X and I got it for the PC just because I wanted to see. Like, I got a good deal on it for the X, to be honest with you. I ordered it, you know, my E3 special, so I got it for half price. So I just wanted to see how it ran on the X, and it looks excellent on the X. I like the performance mode, you know, and the 4K mode. It's a great looking title. In fact, I think it's one of the better looking titles on the X for sure. Of course, I prefer to play it on PC because, you know, I can do 4K, everything maxed out. So of course I'm mostly playing on PC. I think it's a great game. Graphically, it's a great game. You know, I have to knock it a few points here and there. Should it be in the discussion for Game of the Year? Sure. But do I think it's a better game than God of War or Spider-Man at this point? No, I don't. But it should be up. Like, it's an honorable mention. You know, I think it should get some acclaim for what they accomplished with the game. But I don't think it's better than God of War. Let's just be honest on that, man.
What, Tomb Raider?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. All right.
God of War had a better story. And I'm watching a lot of Snowdrop, man. Snowfall. You guys gotta watch that show, Snowfall, man.
Snowfall. I never. You know, someone did tell me about some drug dealing, right?
Yeah, it's about drug dealing in the 80s, man.
What channel does that come on?
Yeah, that's
I think it's FX.
What the hell is FX?
You can find it on Cody though, so you know.
ain't watch that show, bro. My goodness, that's the best show hands down.
Wait. What the hell is FX? Is that Fox or is what?
Yeah, that's FX was a brand off of Fox.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell FX is.
But you can catch it on the Cody box.
I got cable. I got all the channels.
You can watch it on Showbox too, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I gotta say that show is excellent. Like, I like Power. I'm a fan of Power. But honest to tell you, you know, after falling in love with Snowfall, I can see how weak the writing is in Power. You know, it's another realm.
I would definitely. Is it called Snowfall?
Yeah,
Snowfall.
You know, John Singleton
does it. So, you know, you like Boys in the Hood. You want some real hood shit, man. He's delivering.
He's delivering over
there. All right. Crap, you there, good brother?
Nah, he got his mic muted.
All right.
Yeah, what's up?
What's going on with you, good brother? I haven't physically spoken to you in about a week or so. What's going on?
You know, just playing some games, working and stuff like that, man. Just having a good time, man. Watching some football last night. Good things happening there.
What are you playing though? What are you playing? What is Crap's favorite game this far?
I finished up Tomb Raider, great game.
Crap, don't play no games.
No, man. Tomb Raider. I love those games, man. I've been on about those games since they released, man. Both of them were my game of the years. This one's in the running for my game of the year. Fantastic game, probably the best looking game this generation. I love it, man. I love what they did. Props to Square and Crystal Dynamics and I forget who the actual main developers were, but hey, they did a great job on that, and just a fantastic game. Other than that, man, I've been playing some Call of Duty, getting ready. Playing. I actually went back.
You wasn't getting Call of Duty shit, right?
No, I've been playing World War II. You know, yeah, I just been kind of chilling on there, having some fun, man. Yeah, just having a good time, man. I'm just, you know, I'm getting back into that multiplayer thing, that Twitch shooter, you know, like takes a certain kind of mindset and having a good time with that.
Oh, you need to get back on Gears so I can whoop your ass again, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Ain't no more backpacks over here, but boy, Okay,
no more next gen spinning around with the Lancer in the back of the room, right?
No more of that, bro. I can definitely hold my own. All right, hey, good brother Neff, what's going on, Nethus?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Yeah, well, I talk to you just about every day, but what's going on? What are you playing? What are you enjoying? Spider-Man? What are you doing?
You know, with Crap and K Mega posting all those Tomb Raider screenshots, I've been a little jelly back here because it makes me want to get the game, but I never actually played the first 2 games. So just last night, I actually beat the definitive edition, and now I just started Rise of the Tomb Raider, so I'm like 5 years behind. But oh well, I'll catch up and I'll get the new one.
Oh damn!
Yeah, those are really good games, man.
Yeah, I will say Rise is a step up. Like it's pretty phenomenal.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. Rise kind of started off slow for me in the beginning, but then it really picked up for me.
Yeah.
Because the first one was really intense. You know, and then this one is in the same realm as like the first one, where it starts off right off the bat, giving you know the storylines, its actions is right off the bat, man. It's really good, man.
Hold on, Jamal King says it looks better than God of War. Shaking it, like,
yeah.
What game?
I'd say it's definitely in the running. I mean, you know, it's the eye of the beholder. It's graphically it's in the running of being even par. If people say it's better than if they don't, it's not nothing to sneeze at. Graphically, it is absolutely beautiful.
All right, okay. Well, what you're talking about? Well, you said off the air. You said we can talk about as the rumor's still flowing up. You said we can talk about possibly Tomb Raider being game of the year in your opinion, and state your case why. Like, you know, you was just explaining it, but we can segue into that now.
Well, no, I just basically I mean, it should be in the discussion. I mean, however it'll be, it is. If God of War wins it, then, you know, I don't have a problem with it. You know, I know Detroit probably won't be nominated, which is disrespectful because that story is absolutely amazing.
I enjoyed Detroit. No, I don't think it will. I don't think it had a bigger crossover appeal. You know.
No, it didn't. It didn't. But Detroit should definitely, in my opinion, be up there in the discussion. But just the same things. Like for me, it's like for with Tomb Raider, with the difference with God of War had some pacing issues for me. Like if you're like me that likes to go around and play the side missions, build up your character in order to just then jump in so you can start fighting the bosses and maybe have the, you know, just beat them and not have to worry about trying to fight them a million damn times. It's you know, some of the pacing with it when you're on the boat was boring as hell to me. They're just constantly going from boat to boat to boat. And I understand they had like the fast travel and stuff like that, but as a person that likes to dig around, look around, get up different objectives and stuff like that, it just didn't. It's boring to me. With Tomb Raider, everything that basically, and God of War the same, but with Tomb Raider, everything that you go and you get for a side mission, it helps increases. It benefits you for the story. For instance, like if you're deciphering the different languages, like I'm up to 90% on all 3 languages, and like you get to, and some people, I guess you can't decipher certain things from the monoliths. You can do that. It adds different things to your skill level where you don't have to spend money to buy them. The tombs they were all inclined to. It's just awesome, man. I from beginning to end. Now, of course, there should be some things knocked off because you can tell that like they know that a lot of people are not going to go find the stuff like some people will, and there was some lazy development in that category. Like you would see duplicate looking characters, or you know, there would be some glitches that would be in that situation. But you know, and those definitely need to be knocked off. So, but yeah, to me, it's to me, I give it a 9, just like I give God of War, in my opinion. I think it definitely should be a discussion.
Oh, okay. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna address Trunks. Hey, Trunks. He says PSN rumor is a BS. That's fraud. Tydex is a no lie. Listen, we're just gonna talk about it. We're gonna come to that in a minute. I promise. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get this Tomb Raider thing out of the way.
So I don't get to say what I was playing.
Yeah. No, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk. You know what, show, bro? I'm sorry. I'm not used to you having you here, man. I'm sorry. Showstop. I haven't spoken to you in about 19. Last time I spoke to Show, he called me about 3 o'clock in the morning. Said he borrowed $35 to get a bus card. And I ain't heard from Show since. What's going on, Show? Talking to me, man. I haven't spoken. You haven't. I see you came back. Did a show. And as you should, you threw me under the bus because my integrity is always in question. I'll be the first to admit that, right? Threw me under the bus is cool, right? I understand.
Oh, heck yeah.
That's
your hoof clicking ways, bro.
Hey,
Which
listen
we gotta
here,
keep
man.
moving.
Hey, listen, all I'm gonna say is, brother, greatness awaits. They one line. But now, like I said, what's going on with you? We gonna talk about it, but what's going on with you? I haven't spoken to you. Well, the audience here haven't heard from you.
You know how it is, man. I'm working like a Hebrew slave, but other than that, man, just been chilling.
Just been chilling.
You know what I'm saying? Playing my pony pickups.
Oh, you got a PS4 and everything now?
Yeah.
Oh, how did you enjoy God of War?
Nah, I ain't played that yet, but I'm playing the Spider-Man.
Okay, all right. We're gonna set up a go for me papers to get my man show that God of War, that greatness. You know what I mean? And hold up, McNeil, Joe, Chris. He said, "Bro, Tomb Raider nowhere near as good as God of War, man. Shut that shit up, man." But again, have you have you played Tomb Raider yet or no?
No, I'm getting it this week.
Oh,
so
okay.
I ain't played, yeah.
All right, no, I wish you didn't tell me. I had an extra code. I could have gave you one. I didn't know. See, maybe it wasn't too busy throwing me under the bus. I could have looked my brother out, but we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that.
Okay, all right, but okay, I'm sorry. Hey, what somebody was saying? Can Meg, were you still talking about it? So you give it 9 out of 10?
No, y'all just letting everybody else talk about it. I mean, I'm just gave my opinion.
Okay. Now D, I see that you said you were high on the game also, but you said you wouldn't put it over God of War as far as being what do you call it, game of the year, and you said because of the story. Well, I'll be honest with you. I beat the first two, Definitive and Rise of the Tomb Raider. I don't know what either one of them motherfucking games about. I don't really play Tomb Raider for the story. I just do it for the over-the-top cutscenes, barely escaping death. I never really paid attention to the story, but about something about the Ark or something, a shell or the tomb, a pine cone, and the guy you get to live for a long time. I don't know what the hell it was. You got to live for a long time, and you know what I mean. They was and some lady was trying to kill at the end, and the ceiling fell in. I don't know what the hell the story was about. So, I got a short expansion stand. So I don't say me personally. I never really played Tomb Raider for the story. You know what I mean? But you took off of that, because you think the story was, not as, as I guess captivating as God of War.
The story is good in Tomb Raider. Like I say, the story is not good. It's just you're more attached to the characters in God of War. Let's just be honest, man. It was just a better storytelling. As far as the graphics go, Rise of the Tomb Raider is a fantastic.
Okay,
game.
What you say looks better though than God of War? I want you to listen. Check it out, right? I want you to think before you answer that. I want you to think about something. I don't know if it really look any different from the Pro or the Slim, but I know you have a Pro. The first scene, boom, boom. I thought it should be much bigger, much stronger when he fights the stranger, right? And that fucking fight, when he throws the mountain, and I didn't even know Kratos was that strong, and he breaks the mountain with the shield. Like that shit was like, come on, Tomb Raider ain't touching that. That fight scene in the snow.
You see, Tomb Raider. I'll tell you what Tomb Raider does good. The HDR is great in Tomb Raider. The jungle is nice. It's lush, but some. I'm getting a little bit technical, so sorry if I bore you guys with this. But some of the textures weren't as good, in my opinion. I'm just being honest. Like some of Laura's textures on her skin. What else? Like the tigers that you fight. The tigers. They could have been rendered a little bit better than that. But it's still a great looking game. The water looks awesome in it. The water scenes are fantastic in that game. But overall, I still got to give it to God of War. It's a better looking game, and it has a better story. But it doesn't mean that Tomb Raider is awful. Tomb Raider is great. If I had to rate it, I would give Tomb Raider like a 8.3 and 8.4, and God of War a 9. So like they're close enough.
I don't think Tomb Raider's ever been a bad game. So. I don't really understand where the competition came between the two because it's on both platforms. But it is in the gaming community. So, but crap, I know you said you completed. But
this is me basing it off of the Xbox One X version. Now, when you get to the PC, it looks really awesome on PC, but that's not a fair comparison, right?
Yeah.
So
the textures and everything, of course, be better on PC. Crap.
Yeah, what's up?
Would you rate Tomb Raider above God of War?
Maybe not over. I think I gave God of War 10 out of 10. If I, Tomb Raider isn't right there, I'd give Tomb Raider 9.5 or so. But
that good? Crap,
I thought it looked far better than God of War. I don't know what the deal was. Maybe it was my Pro or something, but the background and stuff looks extremely blurry when I played through God of War and Fake, whereas the vistas and things like that look very, very much at the forefront and look better on Shadow of the Tomb Raider for me. More realistic. The draw distance was far better as well. Textures much better. Just overall much better. So as far as that goes, I like the story. I like how they closed out her origin story.
Okay.
We've been building up to that for 3 games now, and they did a really good job with that. The narrative, the voice acting there with Camilla. Oh my God, that's a thing.
That's always been on. I will say that she's always done a good job with that.
She nailed it. Some of the NPCs were kind of lame with their voice acting. So if I had to really kind of dock anything, it'd be that. Same kind of problem that Horizon Zero Dawn and some of these other games had with the lame side quest.
Wife.
I got a bum leg. Help me get my spear from the dinosaur. That kind of thing. That's bad. But that's bad in most games. Even God of War had that lame kind of side quest stuff that I just ignored.
Okay, so, but here's the thing, though. All right, now, this is I can't speak on. Honestly, I'm not gonna give a fair assessment of Tomb Raider because I've just started maybe like the first level or something, right? But here's a fair assessment. I think, or maybe some of the backlash. You guys can totally disagree with this. I think maybe some of the backlash we'll not say backlash, but while people maybe not be so high on it as they was Rise of the Tomb Raider, because I don't think it looks any better than, from what I'm seeing, than Rise of the Tomb Raider. Because remember the first time we seen Rise of the Tomb Raider,
it looks way better than Rise of the Tomb Raider.
No, it does look much better.
Listen, when we first time we seen Rise of the Tomb Raider, we was like, oh shit.
When you play this game on your X, I promise you'll be like,
I played it. I've seen. I mean, well, actually, I'm lying. I didn't play them. Let me stand corrected. I know my integrity is always in question. I haven't been the most honest man in my life. I was playing it on my S in the living room.
That's why
I didn't boot it up on the X. You know what I mean? That's why. You know what I mean? And
I just want to say real quick. I think the game overall looks better than the previous game. However, I think I like Laura's model better in the previous game.
Okay, but here's the thing. What I'm saying, but even by saying that, right? I don't know what year did Tomb Raider come out? 2015.
2013 was the reboot. 2015 was Rise, and then,
and where we saw it at E3 or Gamescom or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, oh, I remember it was one of these dog shit BGS shows, and then we were all just blown away. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that the game looks bad
because they got a 1080p 30 game out on that dog shit Xbox One. That's why it looked amazing.
But whether even they showed PC footage or whatever, the shit looked great. It looked to me, it was like, and maybe it's also too. It was the start of the generation. We started to see really good games, and maybe that newness. Sometimes I think that newness wears off. You know what I mean? But as far as like the story aspect, I don't know, but it came on kind of epic. You were riding up the hill with the I don't know if the guy was black or Dominican or whatever the hell he was. And he set you up.
He's
whatever. It just came on epic as hell with the ice, like you know what I mean. But
hey Zaya, we're gonna dance around why this really not really appealing to the Sony fans for real.
Hey, listen, man. I'm trying to listen.
I'm gonna tell you why it's not appealing. I'm gonna tell you why it's not appealing. Let me get this out real quick. Hey, this is why it's not appealing.
Oh man!
When they found out that game they thought was exclusive to the Xbox.
Oh, that's why.
You know what I'm saying? So now you got a few little pony pickups. They fine and cool with it, so it's not really a rush to buy it right now. But when they was pressed, they went out and had petitions, all that trash for this game. You know what I'm saying? Let's not forget the history. That's all I'm asking. Let's not forget.
Man, listen here, man. I plead the fifth on that. Hey, hold on. Shout out to the gamer M. He said for me, Z, ask Crap about his Spider-Man 2 on Xbox video. What the hell is he talking about?
Crabby, can you explain this one? I just watched that myself.
Yeah, you can see that the head of Marvel Studios says that Spider-Man is the kickoff of their new onslaught of games for consoles.
Yeah.
And so you would assume that being the case, and they own the rights, that it leaves open the chance for Spider-Man 2, which is what I said in the video, to come to Xbox, as well as all the other Marvel games That's exactly what I said in the video. That's exactly what he says. He says that this Spider-Man game is the start of more Marvel games on consoles, and that's exactly what I said. And that's exactly
to play devil's advocate, crap. Could they mean possibly PS4 and the PS5?
No, why wouldn't? Hey, listen, Sony has no rights to the character in.
Yeah, crap is 100% right there. Sony does not own the video game rights to Spider-Man. However, Sony owns the more important thing, the movie rights. And
they do.
Marvel can get those movie rights back. Spider-Man is heading to the Xbox.
But this is realistically something completely different than that. And all I'm saying is there is the chance there, right? They haven't said no. And people are like, oh, like they're freaking out about it, right? But look, there is a chance that the sequel could be multi-plat. And I'm not the first. You don't think so?
They're talking about that Avengers game that's coming to consoles.
But why would they suddenly just start putting, like, they're seeing the money? Okay, it sells 3.3 million in 3 days, right? What would it have sold on Xbox and PC as well?
They probably would have hit 10 million, but the problem is Disney cares more about the movie rights, so they're not going to jeopardize that until they get those back.
Well, how does this? Why would you correlate the two? Honestly,
because crap, if they don't have the movie rights, right, Sony's gonna pull Spider-Man from the MCU.
Dude, well, no. Look, you're talking about two totally different factions here.
No,
Sony's,
I'm not.
Yes, you are. Show me any kind of proof that this had any kind of deal with them getting the rights to the character. Which, by the way, Sony gets all the rights for the movies, right? I mean, the money.
The deal to get the Insomniac Spider-Man IP was due to Spider-Man appearing in the MCU. Part of the deal to get him to the MCU was to get the exclusive rights to just this one particular game.
Where's the proof of that, man?
But, I mean,
where's the proof of anything else?
Hey, this is what I'm saying is you can read it here, and I said it leaves it open. He's not saying no, right? But what I'm saying, you got to listen to what I'm saying here, Nick. Listen to what I'm saying.
I'm listening.
When it comes to what Sony's doing here, it's two different factions. They're not saying, hey, you got to make this game exclusive or we take Spider-Man back. That deal's signed. It's a 5-picture deal already in the books. Right?
Yeah, 5-picture deal that's about to go up.
Well, a 5-picture deal, yes, I agree. But check this out. How is there any way, shape, or form that has anything to do with the video game side?
Hey, crap, stop right there.
Because you didn't get the announcement of Spider-Man until the exclusive thing happened.
Hold on, stop right there. Let me get something out of the way. You're shooting past me here. McNeil J. Chris said no appeal, but the PlayStation 4 version is sold more. I guess he's talking about Tomb Raider than the Xbox version. I'm sorry,
that is true.
They were going back and forth here. I got a few in here. Hold on, I'm coming. I'm a diehard Sony, but I love my Xbox. Give me games. That's my brother Jamal King. Shout out to him. Gamer N said mega tongue crap talking horse manure shit again. And Spectre Status said Crapgamer, if you would have done your research. Who am I kidding? Marvel Games said the future of Spider-Man is with Insomniac and Insomniac.
And they said games.
Yeah, I want to talk about it too.
Yeah, exactly. That means that the games could be on anything, and he says consoles. So I mean, I think it goes.
No, he said the future of Spider-Man games, plural, is with Sony and Insomniac.
Well, no, when you read it, he doesn't say that it's with Sony.
So no, I had an article. Let me read the last one. Let me read the last one. Let me read the last one. Shout out to my brother Von Lamont. He says, crap, you really think Sony signed a one-game deal? If it was coming to the Xbox, the first one would have just been a time.
I don't know, but if you listen to what he says, and I have the tweet, one of my favorite parts of this video when he's talking about this GameSpot video talks about how Marvel Spider-Man is intended as the Iron Man of Marvel video games, which is exactly how we view it. As with that first MCU hit, Spider-Man PS4 hashtag kicks off a new era for Marvel console games. And it has nothing to do with they're going to be exclusive in the future or they can't ever come to other consoles. That's all I'm saying. And I posted, and it's in my video, and you can read it because it's on N4G. And there's no way that I said 100% for sure because people like to twist it.
Yeah, and I'm not claiming
hey, guys, whoever that is to get your little tape recorder out there to expose Crapgamer. Crapgamer never said 100% is coming. I said it could. And Marvel games will come to Xbox, exactly, because Marvel Studios owns the character for video games, whereas Sony Picture Studios owns the rights in terms of the movies, which they signed a 5-picture deal. So
here's the difference between owning video game rights and then just leasing out the character. The difference here is Marvel owns the video game rights to Spider-Man, meaning Sony can't block Spider-Man appearing in other games. He'll be in the Avengers game. He'll be in Marvel vs. Capcom, like you already saw. That's why they own the video game rights. He's then Champions, that stupid mobile game.
Yeah.
But Sony has like the rights to this Insomniac Spider-Man universe,
Maybe
Spider-Man part.
I mean,
for this particular
I don't
game,
know.
and I have a quote here, which you assume wasn't available, but we assume that Sony and Insomniac's upcoming Spider-Man game will be a well-timed one-off thing. But it sounds like there will be more coming in the future. In an interview with Games Industry Biz, Marvel's game head, Jay Ong, has hinted that the PlayStation 4 exclusive may merely represent the beginning of a long-running partnership with more titles to come. We've had a long history with success with Activision, and we have a great relationship with them, he told the website. But the future of Spider-Man console games, plural, is with Sony and Insomniac.
Well,
We're
look at this. They have
about
one
this partnership.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here's the thing.
It could be multiple. It could be multiple games, but that's not to say that that franchise is always going to be exclusive to PS PlayStation. That's just
and I agree to that. Until they get the movie rights back, it's probably going to be PlayStation.
And when you
don't want to risk losing
and when you look at when you just look at that whole situation, I just don't see them keeping it on PlayStation for very much longer. It could be that they have multiple ones in deals, but I just don't see Insomniac sitting there doing those game after game after game. They're not that type of studio.
Hey, oh, crap. Here's the thing, though. Marvel actually went to Sony saying they wanted to make this game, and then Sony went to Insomniac to make the game for them. So, in all honesty, I'd love to see Spider-Man come on.
Well, hold on. So you guys are saying there's 0% chance that Spider-Man games
until Disney gets back the movie right?
This Insomniac version of Spider-Man is going to stay on the PlayStation.
Well, I humbly disagree, guys. So we'll just agree to disagree, okay?
I mean, I guess.
Guess too. If you just say it like that, I mean, you can't just keep going arguing about it.
Let me make sure I'm getting this straight.
Next topic.
Maybe show.
Let me make sure I'm getting it straight. So you are actually sitting here saying that you think this Spider-Man game,
yes, sir,
is coming to Xbox?
No, not this one. No, not this one.
He thinks.
I think future games.
We're talking about this shit here. We're talking about like this made by Insomniac with the goddamn greatness of Thor. Like
I think that you could see a future Spider-Man game. I'm not sure of the logistics of it, but I think that you could. Sometimes when these
talking about the Black Spider-Man crap. We're talking about shit we just got here.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Insomniac. I'm talking about this particular one. I think it's a possibility that you might see the second or third one release on the Xbox. Just my opinion. Just my opinion.
Hey, crap. You know, man, you go way back, crap. I think I know you longer than any other person on this show here, crap. Is this the Hollywood Hulk Hogan here, crap? Are you doubling down on this shit here, crap?
Doubling down on me guessing?
Yeah, this shit ain't going nowhere, crap. Oh, shout out to Ruhan, my brother.
Let me say this, though. Let me say this. If it do, can you see the crying that's gonna come from the Sony side?
Oh, man, that's
gonna be must
It's
see
gonna be
TV.
bad.
Man, my God, that's gonna be must see TV.
Yeah, but I will say this though. I believe it was 2 years ago, might have been a little longer, 3 years ago. Marvel came out and made a statement. It was at one of the games. They was somewhere, and they was like, they want, I guess, tired of shit games, like licensed games.
Yeah, this is their new thing.
This came out a few years ago, and I think we talked about it on the show because we was all excited about Square Enix doing the Avengers games. You know what I mean? We have yet to see anything from it, you know what I mean? And again, first of all, I mean, listen, I got to get back into Spider-Man. As far as I've gotten, I saved the black woman, the colored woman from the museum. And I've been so busy doing other things, so I got to get back into that. But what I was saying, like you said, you know what I mean? And shout out to Mooch. I got to take a little shot here. I forgot what I was saying. He said Mooch is not a Spider-Man fan. I don't think, right? See, I don't look at these superhero games because I'm not. I'm like Chris is a Batman fan, right? And I'm not saying mostly invested in Marvel or these. I just look at them for the action for the game. And I was just saying because I played it a little early because my son and got it, and I was saying that if we're gonna say Batman, Arkham, whatever, set the bar, the standard for what a superhero game should be, Spider-Man 4 exceeded that. I think we maybe can all agree on the show that has been the case. And again, you're talking about 3.2 million in 3 days. I don't think no goddamn game has done that this year.
Exactly.
Like that's like in 3 days. That's not including digital. That's not including bundles. That was just physical $60 titles, copies at what do you call it? At 3.2. And with God of War, was it 3 million or 5 million in a month or whatever the hell the case it did?
3 million in a month.
Hey, now, give me you pay the bills for me, bro, because I can't see that screen.
Okay, I'll start with Carlos Fernandez. Stop being that high sodium logic crap. You're full of shit, and get your facts right. Von
Hey,
Lamont.
keep paying next gen money to say stupid shit about me.
It's so funny that these people be saying
Von Lamont with the $4.99. Crap, you say Insomniac don't want to keep these games for one platform. Insomniac Games does better on PlayStation. I think Insomniac cares about money, to be real with you, Von Lamont. I'm going to be real with you there.
Yeah.
But also, I guess we can switch. I mean, I guess I don't know how we go. I guess we can switch the topic here. But it's a fucking. Maybe I won't say the big. Well, it's gonna still God of War, but it is what it is.
Oh yeah, I said that before that. I said it's gonna double the sales of it. And God of War is around what, 7 million? What about
9?
At least 7 to 9.
Yeah, it's gonna do that.
But no, I was saying that before. Actually, shout out to my brother Dirk Diggler.
You keep proving that one
for that $50.
Beast Fire Memble.
Yeah, he tried to hustle me. I said, no, Spider-Man's a much bigger. Characters like Spider-Man's his biggest Marvel.
Yeah, he's much more. He's much better known.
And we've never got a Spider-Man to this level, and a true AAA game. You know what I mean? It's been an E3 how many years? You know what I mean? We've never got a Spider-Man of this quality. You know what I mean?
About 2 years.
Yeah, so it is what it is. So that was like a no-brainer. But I guess moving right along. All right. I guess we want to talk about the PSN game. Hold up. Samuel Ashad, as an Xbox owner, I would never believe you slaves lie. What do you say? I can't see for shit. As an Xbox owner, I would never believe you slaves lie. And my man Gamer Emmy said Megaton Crap went from saying swing to the left, swing to the right, to the sleeper was coming to the dead box. AK Mega, we still waiting for E3. God damn, you made it.
I cannot believe people pay you to say stupid
Jesus
shit.
Christ. Hey, listen here, man. Hey, listen,
man. Like, come on.
I mean, people are entitled to have their opinions about whatever. I mean, we got to hear your dumbass opinions all the time. And I'm not saying
realistically, what Crab said isn't exactly wrong. There is a chance it could have gone multi-platform.
Exactly. And the third one, or the third one could, or the fourth one, or the next.
Exactly. But until
any of that is possible, yeah.
Until Disney gets those movie rights, it's just not happening. Like Tom Holland's probably about to get his own TV show and everything.
I think it's basically we can safe to say that Sony and Marvel have a great relationship right now.
They do.
Fact that again they allow Spider-Man into the MC universe.
But it's a business. It's a business too.
They want to see Spider-Man
matters much more than the game.
I'm just saying, like, look, I wouldn't count it, and there's no way to know. Like, you'll have to come back. Okay, mark it down, 9/24, 2018, because it'll be years from now.
Hey, Crap, you know they're gonna do that, right?
I'm sure they will.
I don't give a fuck about 5 years from now, Crap.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
You know how YouTube works. And you know what I mean? You know how this thing. Listen, that's some time bad with me, but they remember every goddamn thing. So you listen, guys, mark it now, timestamp it. Crap pulls the General Trains in a mini sign. Spider-Man is coming out on mini.
Hey, I never said for sure. I said it could.
Okay. Yeah. Well, first of all, I got over 350 people in here live with us right now. Hit the like button. Shit, we'll have to go left. Hold up. Jamal King, he says, Crap, Xbox pays you to say stupid shit though. He said they said Crap. Hey, listen, we did see the video from what's the guy Rated D that said Crap is on the payroll. He has proof of it. So I don't know.
Wow.
But, okay, moving right along. Right.
Hey, which one is it? Does Xbox hate me and Phil hates me, or am I on the payroll? Which is it?
I don't know, bro.
Gotta be one or the other.
Yeah, it's gotta be one or the other. Come on now.
He paid you for that.
Crap,
break shit.
Because Crap was supposed to be blackballed. I thought
he's blackballed.
Yeah.
I can't even go to E3, guys. Come on.
Well, they told me because I was with BGST, I was blackballed, and there was no way I could go to E3. But I got a free pass and got to meet Xbox staff. It was
and as does Tim Dog every single year.
Yeah. And I was there with Tim Dog and other people, man. So yeah, it was all good.
Okay, well, we can start off with you guys want to talk about the PS1 Classic, or you want to talk about the PS1? We want to talk about the PS1 Classic.
Well, we'll talk about that PS1 Classic.
Okay.
Rip off.
No, what's the backlash about the PS1 Classic?
You guys want that?
What's the backlash about it? Talk to me.
I'm gonna let show, man. I'm gonna let one of the Godfathers start first, and then I go after. Go ahead,
well, showstopper. Again, what do you think the backlash is about the PS1 Classic?
The backlash is that the fact that they sit here and said they don't like. Pony sat here and said they don't like nostalgia. They don't like old games. Right. Sony putting out bangers, so they don't want to play old games. So we we sitting now where we at. You know, here they is. Sony found a cute way to put a little package together for them to buy this trash. You know what I'm saying? They
do tell Sony
spend it. They spending it off as a PS1 classic and all this little trash. But in reality, it's about the old games. That's what it's really about. You know what I'm saying? And PlayStation now ain't doing too hot. And here we are with the classic. You know what I'm saying? They finding a way for them to pay for this trash. And you know, it's just a mishap. We don't even know what the list of the games is. You know what I'm saying? That they're gonna have on this thing, which should have already been prepared. If you selling old games, you know, it should have been already listed what games you're gonna have, what games you're gonna get when you purchase this thing. None of that trash. And then not only that, it don't even have a adapter to come with it to hook that bad baby up. So it was just it's all bad all the way around.
Adapter as far as what? Like no AC
adapter.
AC adapter.
How you supposed to work then?
USB, you have to plug into a USB or you have an adapter at home. But basically, gives you a middle finger.
Most TVs have that USB adapter, so you could just hook it into the TV.
Wait, so it's low powered. So they send like I'll give you an example. My KS 9000, so there's a USB interface inside that box, and so it's very low power.
It's $100, man, with 20 games, and you don't even know what the other 16 are. Come on, bro.
Well, how much? To be fair, how much was the Nintendo NES?
Control.
100.
The NES was 100.
$60.
Well, the SNES was like 80 or 100. And yeah, the
SNES
was 80.
It was not 100.
Yeah, it was
$80.
It was 60 and 80.
But how many games?
That's it.
20 games?
There was a gang of games. What, about 50? So yeah, it was a gang. And then I think that one of them you can emulate and put games.
Yeah,
on.
that's the Super Nintendo.
Yeah,
you can.
So that can be as many games as you want.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, here's a question. Listen, I'm trying to look at the glasses being half empty here, right? I got you, my pony brethren. Are they adding any online features to the game?
No, none.
Nope.
None.
And no post launch content.
Hey, next gen, you ain't gonna save them on this one, bro.
Hey, listen, bro, listen, if I sold DirectX 12 in the cloud for 4 or 5 years,
not be the low way around.
He trying to say it strong too, like I got you, my pony, bro.
I know. I'm gonna have your back.
And it's going downhill from here.
They ain't gonna be paying shit.
You know what's the worst part about this whole thing? In a recent interview, this is a few years back, I think, Sean Layden, in charge of global game development at Sony, revealed that the company has no plans to make backwards compatibility a feature on the PS4. Layden explained that when we've dabbled with backwards compatibility, I can say it's one of those features that is so much requested, but not actually used. The Sony executive also pointed out to the recent Gran Turismo event, which features PS1, PS2, PS3, and PS4 games, and said the PS1, mind you, the PS1 and PS2 looked ancient. Like, why would anybody play this?
Hold on.
That's Jim Ryan, by the way. That's Jim Ryan.
Yeah, oh, my bad. Jim Ryan.
That was last year. That wasn't even multiple years ago.
Wow, that was last year.
This is when backwards compatibility was a thing.
And you said,
nobody wanted that trash. He came out specifically and said nobody wanted it.
Oh, listen here.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I'm about to spin it right now in 1 second. Hold up. Samuel. He said I paid $100 for the Super NES at GameStop. And I believe this is my man McNeil J. Chris, who believes the world is flat. That's my brother. He said a hole stopper. Old games are fine as long as you get new games. Is what us PS gamers are talking about. You guys haven't gotten any new games, fuck nigga. That's what he's talking about.
Last retail at like 80.
So is that the spin he's trying to put on this trash?
That's the spin. That's the spin.
Listen,
hold on.
He read my mind. Wait a minute. That's how I'm coming with it. That's how I'm coming with it.
Whoa. Hold on. Is that the spin he's trying to put on it?
It ain't a spin.
But the fact that they got games coming out too. But the fact was y'all had a strong opinion that y'all did not want it.
No,
nobody don't play it. Nobody plays it.
You and Zach came out. We're not going to deflect about what you have. We're going to sit here and talk about what you did not want. Did not want it, period. You know what I'm saying? So now that y'all, the whole thing was, we don't mind paying $20 for PlayStation Now. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have a whole collection of games. We can stream that trash.
Hey, listen.
Stop this, man. Stop it.
Listen here.
Stop it.
You know why what they were doing is such scrutiny? Because they didn't have shit else. That's why.
You know what's going on? What? You because you stuttering already, trying to defend this shit. You know what I'm saying? You already caught. bruh.
Hey, that's when next gen is fishing.
Yeah, it's official.
But listen, Xbox ain't had no games though. So all y'all was playing was old games.
Well, we got you.
Yeah. This is the reality, man. I mean, look, this is a collectible, but this is a collectible item.
Nostalgia.
Yeah, that's why I'm buying it.
So that's $100, and really, if anybody that's familiar with emulation, if you play these games on your PlayStation on your PC, they look so much better. It would be different if those get the difference between what NES is doing and what PlayStation is doing is that those games are timeless. They could stay. They look like indies from what you play now. Going back and playing Final Fantasy VII, which I already got that on the PlayStation.
Flat polygon. And the funny thing is the HD version about to come out. Ain't nobody fenced about that.
Right, and that's the thing.
It's just not a good timing for it.
Okay, to me, it's like, look, you got to put in the whole list of the 20 games because there are so many different great PlayStation 1 games that at least if you wanted to do it the right way, have a poll of what the top 10 games, and then you guys pick
how
the
about
top popular 10 games, but they haven't even done that. They're just going to throw whatever. I mean, look, I played Jumpin' Jack Flash. That shouldn't be on that list, in my opinion.
Pickups,
I mean, that would rather be Papa the Rapper.
Now pay the bills for me.
Happy for Wild Arms.
Yeah, Von Lamont with the $4.99. Cut the bullshit with PS1 is not the engine for backwards compatibility. It's a collectible. If you don't want to buy it, you don't have to. Where's the same energy for the Duke controller or the NES? Ooh. It was a controller. But Jamal King with the $4.99 again. I paid $500 for no exclusives, and you Xbox are hyping up a multiplayer. That's Tomb Raider. That's played anywhere. PlayStation, PC, Xbox.
How about this, though? How about this, right? Here, how about this? How about
I'm gonna have to go to something right fast.
Let me say one thing. How about this, right? What if Microsoft? Think about this. It's being an Xbox, guys. You guys are more Xbox. What if they would come up with a retro mini, original OG Xbox, right?
Fine, but at least I can play it on the Xbox One.
Yeah, I'm saying, okay. Here's the thing: a mini, for nostalgia. I would buy it just to have it for nostalgia reasons.
Yeah.
Even though
I bet you Xbox will let you emulate on it, so you can put more games on it.
Let me. I want to answer that question, man.
No, let me finish. Look at the scenario. And they give you achievements and allow Xbox still have Xbox Live on those games.
Oh, that would be a game changer.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, man. Xbox Live on some of those games. Yeah.
Xbox Live, they can, they have those resort and give achievements. You know what I mean? That would
but I think there would always be the option just to play all those, even with Xbox Live on your Xbox One. I don't see Microsoft going another route.
Okay, but what do you have to say? What do you want to say, Michelle?
This is what I wanted to say. This is what I want to say. Y'all keep bringing up, I guess Sony got games now. But for the first 3 years of this generation, what did Sony really have? Let me finish. This is the back half of this daggone generation. Welcome to the party, Sony. You know what I'm saying? I mean, finally, welcome to the stage. You know what I'm saying? We've been waiting for greatness. You know what I'm saying? We've been waiting for greatness. About time y'all finally got it. You understand? It's been a pause for about half of this dang on console.
Indies are our friend.
1,000 indie developers. Not only that, hold on, let me bust my gun. 1,000 indie developers. You know what I'm saying? And they were sitting here selling me. Indies is games. Hold on. Remember this one? Indies is game. You know what make an indie a game? The backing of a company like Sony. Stop this trash.
You know what?
This is where y'all was
don't even talk about indies anymore.
Console generation. Welcome to the party. That's what
you know what I got to say to that? Are we going to still keep talking about slavery? How long will this slavery happen? It's right. I can't live in the past, showstopper, but I can live in the now. You know what I mean? I can live in the now.
Look, Showstopper, the slogan was greatness awaits, Showstopper. They were waiting.
Yeah.
They sure enough was waiting, bro. I mean, that bad baby, they waited to the end of this bad baby.
But I will say, I'd rather wait for greatness to know what I'm getting than what's happening with Xbox right now.
How about this, right? Real talk. Is it safe to say that Sony has had better exclusives this generation?
Yes, I'll say yes.
Wow, okay.
By far,
and that's what matters the most.
Yeah, overall.
I'll say that at the end, yes.
If the generation stopped now.
Yeah, but overall.
I'm just saying, the generation is supposed to stop right now. And that's it. And again, I like Sunset Overdrive. Enjoyed Quantum Break. But Sony had God of War, Spider-Man, The Last of Us 2 is coming. Ghost of Tsushima is coming. I don't know about Death Stranding. The verdict is still out on that. Neo 2. You know what I mean? God damn. Horizon Zero Dawn. You know what I mean? You know, Uncharted 4. What's the goddamn Uncharted: The Lost Legacy? All types of shit going on over here. He said, McNeil J. Christian said, and they Indy scored higher than a 68. Goddamn.
The Indy scored higher than Spider-Man.
Oh shit!
Flower scored higher than Spider-Man.
That's what
game called Rez. It's a game called Rez. They need graphically demand the square. So what? We talking numbers now?
Wait, hold up, y'all.
This is a show.
Hold up,
bro. I come prepared. You know what I'm saying? So you want to talk numbers? This is what I'm saying. Yo, Indies is scoring higher than AAA.
Let me get stand at 8. Count me. Count me. I need to stand at 8 right now. I wasn't expecting that one. So hold up, God damn, they both came back sharp today. I slept on them. Hold up.
Hold on,
you got
same thing on the Xbox side, though.
Listen. I'm on the ropes right now.
It's the same thing on the Xbox side, though.
I need some help in the chat, man. I need some help.
Hey, next year. Next year, you remember how they was selling flour in the beginning, bro? I am bread. Remember all that trash? All that scored higher than that dang on Spider-Man. Stop it.
I'm gonna say this. I've signed a contract, right? And I will not violate the terms of that contract. You know what I mean? But it's all about right now. Sony's been, the mass has been good to me right now. So Yoshi.
Oh shit! At least you admit it.
I mean,
they've been good to you.
But we
got the truth out my boy.
You got you in the pimp house.
Okay, how about this?
But more than the Xbox fans pushing Super Lucky's Tale and shit.
Yeah.
Zoo Tycoon, Phantom Dust Remastered,
Ori,
all with the original assets.
How about this? How about that? How about they had a better goddamn show for the Age of Empire than they did the goddamn Xbox One X? We can't forget about that.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. Ori wasn't an indie. It was a dang on AA game. So let's be real. Indie is what we talking about with flower, a leaf floating around with some great Cuphead is that's indie-ish, but it's kind of AA-ish too. So I don't know.
Nah, Cuphead's indie.
Cuphead's indie. Yeah, Cuphead's indie.
Well, it is, but Cuphead is bad.
But it's still
that's a slick game.
Yeah,
you know,
Cuphead's a fucking fantastic game.
I got to beat it.
Cuphead is better than Sea of Thieves and goddamn State of Decay.
I will say that.
Lucky Tales. And you know what I mean? The last Disney Rush, Zoo Tycoon, we got the last 2 years of $20. And look, that's sad to say, so this is what I'm saying.
Zoo Tycoon like a launch title for?
Yeah, it was a launch title.
They remastered. No.
There was a new Zoo Tycoon.
No. Bringing it up like that's fresh.
They remastered it.
No. This is what Hey, show. This is where they dug up that trash, took out the Kinect board, and gave it Xbox One X Enhanced, and put that bitch out for the holidays. That's how you've been away from. That's how spooky shit was. They took away the connection support and Xbox One enhanced that motherfucker. Put that
it's called the Ultimate Animal Collection trailer.
Yeah, like that shit was wild, man. You know what I mean?
Man, I was listen. Remember, what was that one with the sperm cell they had? That little was it Vision X?
I forgot what that game. They were pumping that out. Yeah,
playing that trash, man. They was sitting there like, oh my god, these are great indies.
Okay,
stop it, man. How about this?
How about this?
Y'all was tripping.
It was like Holcomb or some shit like that.
Yeah, how about
this? That's the name of it, Holcomb.
How about this, and show? Let's see if you can be honest, right? Maybe you can see why I flipped the script, right?
Okay.
You remember you bring up some valid points, and that's the same way we used to teach the Sony guys, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do you see why? But look at this. Look in the last 2.5 years, show. What could you? It's been a long time, bro. Mm-hmm. Especially when you're looking across the street and they getting. Now, listen, whether you like those games or not, they're all subjective. We ain't got a goddamn game rated in a hot 69, bro. It's fucked up over here, bro. Shaky. And ain't but besides Forza, of course.
Well, I mean, because Forza is gonna get a high ass rating since y'all care about that.
I'm gonna say this to you, Z. This is what I find funny. Mm-hmm. Every talking point we had, Ponies is now using.
Yep.
Hey man, and hey, listen.
Everyone that they sat here and called us dumb bots. We don't know nothing. They using the same playbook. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the Xbox dudes is now using the Sony playbook. It's about power. It's about multiplats, the blessed experience. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now y'all got games. You know what I'm saying? And games is what matters. Resolution don't matter anymore.
So what you're telling me, Showstopper, is neither.
Flip the script.
Yeah. So what we're telling me, Showstopper, is us Xbox, since we flipped the script like the Ponies, we don't have the same energy for our product.
Yeah, we ain't consistent. These four-legged beasts. I'm gonna tell you something.
We were making fun of the PlayStation people all this time, but we don't have that same energy now.
PlayStation will go to these fans, these ponies will go to die for that dang on console, that piece of plastic, bro. They gonna ride it out. Even if it's bad, they're gonna ride it out hard.
Look, I mean, I have the same thing right now for Xbox.
Saying, hey, forget it. We gone. I got the same energy some four-legged beasts got.
How many? I see so many people still riding with that Sea of Thieves and pretending it's good. It's not.
I enjoy seeing.
Oh shit!
You can't tell. Hold on, wait a minute, bro. That's the thing. That's the problem.
No. Here's the thing.
No, you're not going to overtalk me. This is where you make the problem. You cannot tell somebody because you feel a certain way about a game that just because you don't like it. That's the dumbest shit that I've heard you saying. You said a lot of dumb
guess
shit.
What? You're right. You're right, K-Mega, but guess what?
But no. There ain't no guess what to it because this is the facts. You cannot tell something. No, there ain't no let's go. This is where cut dry. You sit there and you tell somebody that their game that they like. That's like me saying, okay, God of War is trash, right? How is that even possible for me to say that if the fact of it is that people like that game? It doesn't matter if it's 100,000 or if it's 100 million people that want to buy that likes that game. There is a group of people that enjoy that game. Don't hate on them. Don't do
just like how there's a group of 100 people that like Sea of Thieves.
Okay.
But here's the thing, K-Mega. Like we make fun of the Sony beginning lineup saying it was only indie sports games, infamous, average.
The only game that I've sit there and I talk down on. The only game that I talk down.
Don't you make fun of Persona 5 calling it the penis demon?
I own that game. So how the fuck are you gonna sit there? I own it. I own it. Do you want Sea of Thieves?
Yeah.
Yes.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I own it. I support that game, regardless if I call it the penis demon. I own it.
Hold on.
I put my hard-earned dollars for it.
I'm sorry.
Hey, hold on 1 second.
Persona 5 with the penis boss. Come on, y'all.
Hold on.
I mean, I'm over here clowning, but I own that game. You talking shit about a game that you don't own. You talking about a beta, bro.
I own it through Game Pass. Bro, I didn't waste my money on it.
Own it. You didn't pay for it.
Oh,
you didn't.
I paid $10 a month for it.
You didn't pay past. You didn't play it past the beta. How the fuck do you know anything?
I did play it past the beta, and it was trash.
No, you didn't. You just admitted it in the DMs when we talked about this before.
No, I did. Oh my god! I played the game before you. I've been playing the beta for over a year.
So you
and when the game launched, it was trash.
Beta, bro, and you're gonna sit there and tell me that
hit the like button. Bgst is back.
Hey, Mega, I've been playing the game for over a fucking year, right?
The new updates, nothing. And you're going to sit there and tell somebody that plays the game.
So adding a shark,
it's your opinion. That's fine.
Ships,
but don't sit
there
there and tell people that game is not worth it, bro. There's people that still likes that game. They still play it. It's no different than people that likes Killzone or anything else. I'm not going to knock a gamer for liking something that I may not like.
Okay, I got you.
All right, hold on. Carlos Fernandez says, sad part, you fit the bill, Xbot. Show flopper.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Show flop. Whoa. Let me comment on that look. That's the smart. I didn't flop on nothing. I'm not next gen. Let's keep it pushing.
Damn. Hey, yo. I'm gonna watch this nigga shit up. I'm gonna watch this nigga shit up. Hey, yo, let me keep fucking with me. Look, check this out, right? Here's the thing, right? Now again. Okay, Mega. Now, he does own the game. He has Game Pass.
Yeah, and I played it
through
the beta, and I played the final release, which I was so disappointed in, I completely stopped. And them adding a shark, a megalodon, and ghost ships, skeleton ships that should have been there day one, isn't really a megaton. I mean, shit, they literally took out the Kraken and put in the shark instead.
Hey, yo, listen, that to me is not. That's I don't know, man. Maybe I'm coming from old school when Xbox was great, but we had so much shit, man.
It doesn't have to matter about the whole. Look, this is the thing that I'm saying. You can say for you the game is dog shit. I don't care about that. That's not my thing. Like when I talk about Persona, I say, look, I own Persona. I like the personas I got, and I own the other personas, not all of them, but 3, 4, and this, and now 5. So, and also the fighting game that was on the 360.
Shit.
So again, the thing of it is like, look, if I can support this game, but then say a little something, maybe joke or whatever, I get that. But you're going to sit there and try to tell the public that this game is no good, it's trash, because you don't like it. Isn't that what BGST
used to do with Sony games? Didn't you guys make fun of Tripod all those years? Didn't we make fun of Knack all those years?
I mean, I sit there and say, look, it's not for me.
With the BGST panel, they sure did.
Listen.
Okay, so but look, that's just an individual.
I will be honest.
Whatever they want to do.
I did bash Sony games. Not that I didn't like them.
Yeah.
I just bashed it just because of them ponies, man. You know what I'm saying? It what?
Hey, yo, you see,
this is something to get them feathers wrapped.
Show is cutting up the I'm gonna cut his ass up tomorrow. See, y'all punching him in their face because they couldn't fight. Hold on, let me pay the bills real quick. Gamer M said, "Show, you've been going for a while, man, for a minute. Your community went from talking about exclusive games to talking about what Phil Spencer says on Twitter and waiting for E3. Remember, we used to see Sony.
Yeah, remember you guys used to make fun of Sony. Wait until E3.
Yeah, man.
But
that was your slogan.
Yo, but now it went to wait for E3 to wait the next generation.
Yeah,
it's looking bad. It's looking kind of spooky for us right now.
I ain't looking spooky. I'm good. I'm over here playing games, enjoying life,
what
man.
Game? What really though? You don't think
I enjoy Sea of Thieves. I enjoy State of Decay too. Did I say that those games are AAA or that Xbox doesn't need big AAA titles? No, I agree with that aspect. But when you
2.5 years.
But when you telling me something, no, it's not, you say it's 2.5 years. What? I'm over here saying, look, for what?
I'm gonna call it games.
Oh shoot!
I'm gonna call a spade, and to be all honest, those games are fine and dandy for the guys that like it. State of Decay, I enjoy it to a degree. Sea of Thieves, like I've said many times ago, like it's fun for like 20 minutes, and after that, it's like eh.
Exactly.
But let's be honest, these are B-level games. They are. Sorry.
Well, nobody said that these were AAA games, but you can't tell me that.
I mean,
it's just hold on, wait a minute, hold on. This is the funny thing. It's just like what Joe said. Flower got all these Metacritic scores and all these ratings, and it was a beautiful this, a beautiful that. Whole Holcomb got
the way they sold it though, K-Man, was clean. They said visually stunning.
Oh my God, this is great.
Looking PS4 game.
Remember how they were treating Witness? Remember how they was treating Witness? And then you don't hear shit about Witness once it came to the Xbox. You was hearing all this shit about No Man's Sky. Then what happened? It came to the Xbox, crickets. That's the same thing, look, man.
No, because when it came to Xbox, people started hyping up saying the Xbox One X saved No Man's Sky.
You know what? I still ain't going to buy No Man's Sky. I said that I wasn't interested in the game then, and I damn sure ain't interested now. I'm going to
tell you something.
You won't buy No Man's Sky, but you get on me for not liking Sea of Thieves.
I don't talk shit about it. I just say I'm not going to buy it. Did you hear me say that the game is dog shit? I said that the game is not for me.
But you got on me saying you haven't tried this, you haven't tried that, you haven't played past the beta.
You don't hear me talking about No Man's Sky as being garbage, though. You hear me?
Yeah,
I
don't
care. There's a difference, bro. You racing.
Hey, No Man's Sky is trash.
Hey, you're Neville's Stretch Armstrong dude today, bro.
That trash.
Hold up. Buju Ram says Mega winning. Okay. We got one for Mega, and we got down here Helena. He said Showstopper is back bashing ponies. Well, here's okay.
Bgst is back. Shit, we got show here,
baby.
Listen,
we back, baby.
Hey, listen. Let me
these people out of here
clicking
this crazy
the
shit.
clicking gonna stop. Cause show back.
Okay, all right.
We're bringing Bgst back to greatness.
All right, let me say this. All right, listen. Oh, it's up like this. All right, now I don't know, Mega. I don't know. I don't know when you begin. I would hate to question your integrity. I don't know when you became an Xbox guy. I don't know if it was the Xbox One 2013, but I've been here since 2001. And me looking at goddamn game, I'm just saying I've been on Xbox Live since 2002. You know what I mean? I've been here. Like he said, you know, men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. I'm just saying, 2.5 years, almost 3 years, we have not had a AAA goddamn game. No, nothing. Like there's been nothing, zilch. You know what I mean? So. Let
me ask you this, Jen. Let me ask you this.
Yes.
Did ponies wait for their greatness?
Yes.
No. Oh, here's the thing.
What you mean no?
Let me ask you. Are you gonna allow? Are you gonna? No.
Memories. Oh my God. Did they wait for their greatness, man?
Listen. Are you gonna allow me to answer your question?
Go ahead.
Because I was just gonna say you just said this shit just a few minutes ago.
No. Here's the thing. Even at the beginning for Sony. The exclusive was sparse, right? Whatever, right? But it wasn't worse in these last 2.5 years. They had Bloodborne, right? They had.
That's one game.
Not everybody likes Bloodborne.
I'm just saying. I didn't say everybody like. Everybody doesn't like Halo, but it's a great game for them, right? They had Bloodborne. Even though it was remastered, they had The Last of Us remastered. You know what I mean? They rocked out with that. They had Infamous Second Son. They had Infamous Second Son. They had Street Fighter 5.
You can't treat The Last of Us or God of War 3 as though those are new games when those games were last gen. That's like we're saying Gears Ultimate is going
to or Halo. We can't do that.
You know what the funny thing is?
You can't do that. See?
Listen, games that he said was trash back in the day. Yes. Now. Man, stop this trash.
Man, have you ever played Bloodborne? That is not your. That's not your.
You know what? To be fair. I honestly like Yakuza and Bloodborne's okay.
But Yakuza, that's a different game compared to fucking Bloodborne.
Hey, watch this. I'm gonna bring you back. Remember when Zaire was playing the Order 1886? Your man baby fell asleep because he was pushing triangle too much.
Hey, yo, listen. I plead the fifth. Hold up. Hey, Xavier Basin, it took 15 years.
You better call Kratos in there, man. Start giving up them
He had no action for about a good 20 minutes in that game. He was sitting there.
Wait, hold on. My man McNeil J. Chris, he said this man El Mega crying, and we got my brother who we got here? Oh shit, Xavier Basin. He said it took 15 years for Sony to get greatness. Xbox went without AAA for only 3 years. Fuck out of here. It didn't take Sony no 15 years to get greatness.
Man, stop this
I mean,
Sony was behind the 8-ball for a grip. The whole 360 series, man, they was behind the 8-ball.
They came on until at the end. They ain't had nothing but bang. They had nothing but bang.
I would say the last few years
this is what I'm saying to you. This is what I'm saying to you. Sony always come at the end. Microsoft don't bust whatever little gun they was gonna bust this generation. It's time for next.
Okay, I'll play this. Can we all agree on this then, and maybe we can change the subject?
Hey man, why are you wearing that Sonic shirt, man? You in Super Sonic?
Sure, man. You get on my wardrobe. Hey, listen, bro.
You sell it out, man. You saying
listen, I'm a man. I'm a man, very little means. I wear what I can afford, bro.
When you get 2 bots in this podcast, man, it's uncontrollable.
Hey,
bro.
listen,
Tony's back up. Ain't no clicking in here.
Hey, listen, y'all got me in the ropes today.
Sure got
that
I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, yo, look, I'll be fair. Y'all beat the shit out of me today, but I'll be back tomorrow. I just guarantee you. You gotta know when to roll and when to fold them. Hey, listen, ponies, calm down. I'll be back tomorrow with some fire, with some heat. They beat the dog shit out of me right now. They working me over like a part-time job. I'll be back tomorrow. He said, Helena, he said, I can't believe that this generation is coming to an end. But and I'm glad that's a good point. Now listen, it's safe to say this, right? This generation, believe it or not, this generation started. I met you in 2013. I've known you almost 5 years. Right?
Yeah,
I met this beautiful brother. Was it the day that the Xbox came out, or the week on Xbox Live?
The day the Xbox came out.
It's sitting in partying, right? I hop my black.
Day one.
Hop right in there, bam. Like I'm solid like that, right? It's already this generation's ending. 5 years. I'm gonna say say the generation ends in 2020, right? Right? We get new consoles by 2020, right? But here's the thing: it's just safe to say if you can compare the Xbox One, this generation, to the 360, and even to the original Xbox, is it safe to say this is the worst generation? I'm not talking about sales. I'm just talking about in the terms of quality games that we've ever received on the Xbox.
Oh yeah. No, there's no doubt about that. Yeah, no, this is Xbox's stumble period. You know what I'm saying?
And it's Sony's too, but Sony coming through at the end. But it's just this generation been patch happy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, patches on every game. Wait for the patch. Wait for the patch. You know what I'm saying? Games come out incomplete. This whole generation it's been trash.
I don't think that's ever gonna go away as far as patches. But here's the thing, though. Those games that the people were enjoying now for the PlayStation or whatever, they started kind of production with those last generations at the tail end. You know what I mean? With the Last of Us, so you know what I mean? They already, I guess, they quote unquote had their ducks in order. But okay, but moving right along, right? Y'all beat the fuck out of me today. I give you that.
Hey, hold on. I gotta hit you with one more slow one, though. Hey, for the first 3 years, Sony lived off the hate of Microsoft, what Phil Spencer did at E3 13. That was a whole energy for that whole 3 years.
Was it Phil Spencer or Don Matrick?
Don Matrick.
That was Johnny D.
Trash, boy. They were sitting here like, y'all sitting there defending this for 3 years. They kept there busting that gun, man. Come on, man. You know better than this.
I wonder where's their submarine talk now. You know what I'm saying? I wonder where
now all of a sudden they got games and they want to sit here and talk to me like, oh, we got games now. Show talking down.
Hey, bro,
they pony pickups, bro. They ain't nothing.
You know what? I'll give Sony its due though. They did have a lot of original IPs this generation, something that the Xbox did lack, and they were successful. They did the gamble, and you know it came out.
Xbox came with original games. It's just that they got dogged out because of resolution.
They got dogged out because of what Dominatrix did.
Yeah, in resolution.
Okay, Xbox was primed to take this
Titanfall was original. Quantum Break was original. Killer Instinct was original. Was Rebirth.
Okay, but here's the thing, though, right? And this is why I gotta punch you back in your face, yo. We blame. We like to listen. We like Xbox guys tend to blame Donnie D for everything, right? But every game,
except for you,
I'm gonna keep it real.
Dominatrix for everything.
I'm not saying the man is Christ. He didn't make any mistakes, but the games that we enjoyed, that we talk about, the new games, all came from Donnie D. If God forbid, if Phil Spencer was to die today, you had to put on this goddamn tombstone, all Phil did was take the goddamn Kinect out the box.
Yeah.
What game? You can have Recore. You can have, you know, what
game? What we have for the X as well, because Donnie signed off for the X, but Phil Spencer was the one that made the X what it is. That's been said by this.
Yes,
I don't know.
That was right there.
No, I don't have to. Let me tell you this. Listen, I'm going to tell you this.
No. We go over this every single
you're
time.
Wrong.
They signed off on certain hardware. They signed up. We're going to do a next Xbox. Okay. It was not determined what was in that box. Hold on a second. But they broke it down for us. This is all documented. That they went to Phil Spencer and said, "Hey, we want to build an Xbox, but we don't really know what to do with it." Phil Spencer said, "You know what? Concentrate on 4K and build 4K around that box."
Okay.
These are the facts.
Okay,
you get your ass handed to you today.
You ready for this, right? You said they went to Phil Spencer and said, "Phil said concentrate on 4K." That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Hello?
Bring your wood, bro. Come on.
Yeah, that's what I said, man. I don't stutter.
Okay. Let me tell you something, right? And I have this.
He's waiting for. I'm gonna
tell you one thing, right? No, I ain't got to lie. And listen here, right? The same person that told me that the Neo and the Scorpio was coming, right? Check this shit out, right? Check this function out, right? And when all you guys said I was crazy as bad, shit, what the fuck I was talking about, right? And remember how, even we had a conversation like, how could fucking Microsoft spend $1.3 billion and walk away with a wicked goddamn console? You remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay, so it was told to me again that 1.3 covered multiple SoCs, sockets on the chip. So that let me finish. I'll let you speak, fuck nigga. Let me finish. All right. This X didn't come up by chance. This Pro didn't come out by chance. That shit was already on the drawing board because they saw what Apple was doing with their. Let me finish. Let me finish. I'm not wrong, motherfucker.
You are wrong.
Okay, just like I was wrong when I told you that the motherfucker went to school. He said I didn't go to school to put myself $100,000 in debt to make goddamn.
That's a different situation.
Just like you wasn't wrong about Joe Montana football. Come on.
Listen. No, it's not.
And when Sony's supposed to come with another console, did you say Sony's going to come with another console last year? Where's that console at?
Let me finish. And just like I said, that they didn't put themselves in debt to make $100,000 to make cars going around the track. And what's the next goddamn game coming out from goddamn Playground Games? It's Fable. And that's somebody from over there. It's the same motherfucker that gave me the information about the goddamn.
Yes, Z. This is where you get.
You were always wrong. You were wrong about the goddamn CUDA cores.
Z. This is where you get confused.
$500. I told you that X was going to be $500.
Z. This is where you get confused. Z. This is where you get confused. They greenlighted another. They greenlighted another console, but they didn't greenlight what was going to be inside of it. Z. That's the part that you keep leaving out. Even hold on a second.
Spencer does not. He's not in the tech department.
Z. Even the next
Z. You're
not listening.
What part of that did you understand?
Oh shit, Z, come on, get in the car, man. Top of the trunk.
That's not how it works.
Listen,
when they go to AMD for their next hardware, hold on a second. I'm going to speak facts right now. Even the next Xbox, even the next PlayStation 5, the specs are still not nailed down right now. They're still trying to figure out what they're going to put into these systems. So yes, a system was green-lighted. What was going to be inside that box was not green-lighted.
Let me tell you something. No.
It's a fact.
Did Phil give us backwards compat? Did Phil give us backwards compat? Huh? Did Phil give us backwards compatible?
You're talking about something completely different.
I'm asking you a question.
Go pause. You have been hanging around the PlayStation dudes a lot.
You're talking about backwards compatibility.
Man, this is one legendary BGST.
You know why? Listen to this right here. Let me say this.
Wait, this is the thing. Microsoft, they came out.
Phil
They
is
came
not
out
a
and
goddamn.
that they went to Phil. They didn't know what to do with this box. Phil said,
he went to Phil?
concentrate on 4K. And then that's when they go to AMD and say,
Sweet Phil was missing right now.
Hold on,
Sweet
you're not listening.
Phil on Twitter right now.
They go to AMD and say, listen, they go to AMD. Listen, Z, listen. They go to AMD. They say, listen, we want to build a 4K box. AMD says, okay, we have this.
In 2012, they went to AMD and said we're going to build over 2012.
Hold on. They say we have this. This is what we have. We have this, this, and this, and this that can give you 4K. Which hardware do you? Which configuration do you want in your system? Which custom sock do you want? And then they say, you know what? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. We want this one, and that's how it works. The system was green lighted. The guts, what were going to be inside the system, was not fucking green lighted by Donnie D. That's a fact.
Listen to me, and maybe you may understand what the fuck is going on in your mind right now. If you so clay, we can bet $500 fucking tweet Phil Spencer right now and ask him to pick out the specs for the fucking X. It doesn't go like this. It's called R&D. All right, R&D. Donnie D allocated the
I have a story that I've been sitting on right now.
You know what costs
that the
money?
next PlayStation 5 and the Xbox, AMD themselves have said that both companies have not decided on the fucking final hardware yet.
I'm gonna say this last
and these parts are coming out in 2 years' time. You cannot tell me that when fucking Donnie D was there, he said it's gonna be this inside the console. Bullshit.
Let me say this last thing right here. I'm gonna say this right because you're never right. I don't give a fuck. But I'm gonna say this last thing, right?
Oh shit!
I don't need to be right on this. This is fucking documented.
Listen.
It's documented.
Okay, show me a document. What costs us money?
What do you mean?
What costs us the money? Listen to me. I'm gonna say this again. What costs us the money and making new consoles is the R&D. Phil didn't give him any more fucking money. The budget came. Phil is not.
Who cares?
Listen to me.
I'll give
you an example. I'll give you a fucking example.
Inside the console.
Yo, see this one. Listen to me. Listen.
In a new console.
Okay, watch this. I'm about to bust you out right here. What's the boss of Sony name?
Hey, all I gotta say is
okay, listen. What's the boss? What's Sony's boss name? What's Sony's boss name? What's his name? What's the guy name? Sony's boss. The one that just stepped down too long ago. What's his name?
Andrew House? You talking about Andrew?
Oh no, this is the Japanese guy.
Kazaraza, whatever.
Okay.
I can't say his name.
Okay, and who designed the specs for the fucking PS4 and the Pro? Mark fucking Cerny. Not the fucking boss. Phil is not a fucking hardware technical guy. That's not his thing. They have a department for that.
Oh my god.
Phil wasn't talking about no fucking 4K. Listen to me.
The point.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
I have a certain person in my inbox right now.
Man.
I have a certain person in my inbox right fucking now. There was no mention of fucking 4K in 2012. Fuck is you talking about? The goddamn X came, listen to me. The X came out in 2013. It was 720p.
Did you not hear the interview when they said that they went to Phil, they want to build a new box? Phil said 4K is up on the rise. Make your box be about 4K, and then that's when they started to decide what the final specs were going to be for that system. Z, it's documented. I'm sorry, bro.
And see, this is the counteract to counteract your point about Microsoft, to their detriment and to their benefit, is that they think way ahead of maybe what some people may actually want to hear. You know what I'm saying? So for you making that point about the 720p and all that shit, that doesn't even make any sense, because Microsoft and Xbox, they think well ahead. Why do you think the whole DRM situation went out of control? Because they were thinking way ahead because of digital content, and a lot of gamers just wasn't understanding that, especially console gamers.
Listen to me. When they show you this is the SoC that we have, okay, fine, give us that. This is what we want. This is the chip that we want. All right. Anything this is what we get. AMD.
Z, I'm gonna kill this argument right here. Z.
Oh shit.
The Xbox One has elements of Vega in it. Do you think Vega was fucking around when Donnie D was? Come on, bro.
Listen to me. Wait. Say that. What? It has what? Vega?
Oh, yes. You started.
It has elements of Vega inside of it. Yes, it does. It's a hybrid. It has some big elements
Okay,
inside
right,
of it.
let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Maybe
Okay,
you know how it works.
that GPU,
Let me ask
hold
you a
on.
question.
That
I'm about to answer your
GPU
question.
Than an
I'm
RX
about to
580
answer
that wasn't
your
even
question.
fucking out when Donnie D was fucking
Let
there.
me answer your question. So you listen. So is this what you're saying? Is this what you're saying? Listen. So this what you're saying, right? When did the Xbox One X come out?
2013.
2013, right?
Xbox. Oh,
2013.
X? The X didn't come out 2013.
Yeah, it came out
I said the
16, didn't it?
No.
Came out
The
16,
Xbox,
17.
I'm about to answer your question to Reagan, right?
2017. I think.
Because it didn't come out with nothing. No, you was talking about Reagan and Ryzen and all this stuff, right? There's nothing stopped Microsoft from putting out a console that was 60 flops in 2016 with the Pro.
You're not listening. The Vega architecture was not fucking round in 2013.
Ain't no fucking Vega's X. What are you talking about?
Holy fuck, man.
I'm done. Let me go to the bill.
Just let me pay the bill real quick. Rubenberg with Donnie Matrick. Hey, man, you're going to agree with this. Donnie Matrick and his team tried to make Xbox an entertainment box and mishandled the delivery. Phil Spencer, Killer Phil, as you would say, righted the ship with Game Pass and new studios. And he did that within like the last year.
Listen, here's the thing. To be fair, did Don Matrick make some mistakes? Absolutely. Did the whole Xbox thing.
He made the biggest mistake. Almost killed the fucking brand.
Okay, let me say this. All right. Listen, this is what we got to call. Under Donnie D, we had true Xbox exclusives. We had true fucking marketing deals. We had let me finish. That's under Donnie D. The 360. Yeah, okay. We had every.
Peter Moore Balmer.
Bro, listen. Name me one thing. Listen, again, it's all about games, right? Game Pass, whether you like it or not. The new studios just that I can give the feel. New studios. But name me one goddamn game from this generation. You Xbox guys like the Brothers Rise, Sunset Overdrive. Give me some. All that shit came from Donnie fucking D.
Oh,
and
man.
look where we are.
What's the biggest?
And look where we are. And look where we are.
Because of Donnie D's vision. Well, hold on. This is the thing right here where you tend to keep forgetting. Look,
what's the biggest of Xbox?
Donnie D did sign off on some great
exclusives.
But Donnie D did sign on some great games. But Donnie D also turned away a lot of dope ass games too. So I mean, look about the Halo. I mean, there's plenty of other games to get that Donnie D did. Also, what you tend to forget is that where Donnie D's where he was really good at is making the Xbox very marketable. That's something that Phil Spencer has to work on because the Xbox One is not marketable like Donnie D did with the 360. But when you go back and you look at things like that, since you want to praise Donnie D, you got to praise Palmer, you got to praise Moore for the games.
What I won't do is I'm listening. The issue, play this. For
their strategy.
Maybe you can see it this way, right? Maybe we can.
I mean, PlayStation utilized Donnie D's vision with the PlayStation 4, and it's been tremendous for them.
Okay, thank you. But maybe we can realize this, right? The issues that we have with the Xbox, it was the biggest thing. No exclusives, no goddamn games. Who's at the head of the ship? He's been here since 2014. Donnie's gone. So the boogeyman gone. You got 4 years. You had 4 years being the head nigga in charge. 4 goddamn years.
And you reduced Sea of Thieves, Phantom Dust Remastered.
No,
Phantom Dust Remastered.
Yeah, no, listen. You talking about cancellations again? They didn't want to give their team an additional $8 million to make a true next generation Phantom goddamn Dust.
Yep, he did not. That's
a nice side step. That's a nice side step from what that we were talking about. But regardless,
but at the same time, as much as we don't like Sea of Thieves, it was a fucking success. They're making a lot of money off of that game.
And from the sound of it, State of Decay is doing.
I'm gonna tell you who the main people buying it too. It ain't Xbox dudes, it's the PC guys.
PC dudes.
Right, but here's the thing,
they're killing that trash.
And also we can say this too is the Xbox. And listen, I will give Phil for this credit for this. Is the Xbox division profitable right now? Yes, they made $2.10 billion in the quarter. Right, we're giving us nothing. But giving us not a goddamn thing. Now, once again, them being profitable, how did that benefit any one of us on the show? It didn't. I can care less about their fucking money.
I mean, obviously it benefits because we got studios coming. So
I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. When Xbox had all the great games in the beginning of the generation, it was all Donnie D. Hell, even Titanfall 1, the exclusive to Xbox One, that was 100% Donnie D.
Yeah.
Again,
Rise of the Tomb Raider, that was 100% Donnie D.
Again, so I say that to say this, right? But I shall I digress. Do you know you gonna get killed for this shit here? You gonna get killed. everything. Listen, you get away your best
anyone that
every
knows the
day.
facts knows I'm speaking
I don't. Dude, you've never been right. What the fuck? You've always been wrong.
What do you mean I'm never
You're
right?
wrong on this one.
That's not true.
Okay,
That's not true. I'm wrong, but I'm just saying I'm always wrong.
Okay. And I also told you guys again. So this guy. So this is what I'm saying. The same guy.
You want me to say this? I remember last year you
Listen,
spoke to your
listen.
same
No, I did
representative,
not.
and
The
you
guy
said
that
to
worked
all of us
at
a new
Microsoft.
PlayStation was
I
coming. Where's it at?
Listen to
Where's
me.
it at?
Listen to me.
Where
That's
is
not
it
what I
at?
said.
He busted his gun.
That's not what I said.
Let's go.
I didn't take. I spoke to the same.
This
This
is
guy
you
spoke with
saying
Microsoft. This guy spoke with him. He's a goddamn. I didn't. That's not what I
Okay,
said.
then you too,
That
sir.
was,
Also,
no, that's not what I said. Okay, I said I won't be surprised if they don't put the guy. Because the reason why it didn't come out with a 4K Blu-ray because this shit didn't come out to the following quarter, and they wanted the Pro out there. That's what I said. So I said I wouldn't be surprised if Sony re-released the PS4 Pro with a 4K Blu-ray player. That's what I said. But this is what I'm saying.
Oh, you said
no,
your sources say there's a new
I ain't
one
taking
coming.
no fucking source. We go back to listen. We can go back to the fucking tapes. I did also say that the goddamn X would be $500, at least 6 goddamn
yeah,
months
you were right on the price of the X. That's
before the
and
goddamn
Right
X
about
out.
that.
most of us were wrong on the price. So
Okay. But so I digress.
that was just a
I'm just let you know. I'm just
shot
let you know.
in the dark on the price. Come on.
There was no shot in the dark because it came from the same fucking person. What you think I just woke up in bed one day and said, "Damn."
Okay, but somebody telling you
this is what
hold
you're
on,
saying.
Z.
Listen to me.
Somebody telling you the
Nigga.
price of a system, and
It
you
works
think
there.
that a
It
console
fucking
was
works
finalized
there.
in 2013
What
or
part don't you understand? I motherfucker. Let me tell you, you're new
Hey.
there. I
can't even get a word in. I'm just letting them go.
I'm just watching this entertainment.
Show me ask your question.
Because I do business with these companies, and I'm telling you, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. They give them
You said Assassin's Creed would be 2860.
several.
Hey, show. Let me ask you a
I
question.
can't hear nothing,
Hey,
bro.
show.
It's
Let me
just
ask
buzzing.
They give them
Okay.
several different configurations
okay,
of a
fine.
console, and then
Phil
each
is not a
company
hardware
decides
guy.
on which configuration that
I
they
can't hear
Man,
nothing.
we're not
Hey,
man.
we got to
Listen,
slow down.
Man, I'm about to get out of here.
Yeah, I'm going with
Technology,
Kevin.
you got to wrap
that's
this up. man.
available.
Let me ask you a
Microsoft,
question. Hey, show.
hold on. Microsoft
Are
specifically
y'all
said
not
they could have
entertained
came out with the
tonight?
X before. Microsoft specifically said they
Okay.
could have came with the X a year before it came out,
Okay.
but they didn't. They did not have
Hey,
the
show,
hardware
show,
they
hey,
wanted.
hey,
So they
hey,
had
show,
to
show.
do
Smack
that.
down on
Hey, show, stop. Let me ask you a question.
Smack down on
Hey,
Raw.
show, let me ask you a question, show. Let me jog your memory.
Go ahead, man. Bust your gun.
How long was I talking about DirectX 12 coming to the X before Microsoft announced it in GDC? Remember all those videos being made about me?
Yeah, it was a year earlier.
Now listen to this, right? Since I don't know anybody, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. That same person told me about DirectX 12, told me about the goddamn price of the X. What do you think? I just woke up in bed and said they coming out with a new goddamn system?
Z, I hate
My
to
opinion
break
is
it to
my
you, but the
opinion.
DX12
I have
thing
no-
wasn't
What?
a secret. I was in the Mr. X forums, and we were talking about that DX12.
You were in the
before we were
forums?
talking about it,
Oh
bro.
my God.
Be honest.
Mr. X? Mr. fucking X? I'm
being
a
honest.
console guy. I don't know fuck about no bro. They was telling me that no listen, you had every fucking YouTuber. That's how me and Rich became cool. Talking about I was batshit crazy. Cause DX, you know when you can implement DX12 inside the Xbox One, you can't change the hardware. The fuck is you talking about?
But that all came from the Mr. X.
No, it fucking didn't. This is
No,
before
it
Mr. X.
did not.
Actually, it did.
No, it
What the fuck is you
didn't.
talking about?
Mr. Media X, no.
No,
Mr.
bro,
Media
that
X
was a
had,
crackhead.
Mr. Media X
Came
had
from
the
Mr. Media X.
The
That's
double
where
stack
it came
that
from.
GPU
stuff.
was
Yeah.
And bro, he had the light
But then he
switch.
went, then he
showstopper.
went batshit crazy with it and was saying all kinds of fucking
Hey, show,
shit.
am I lying?
When
Because
the
you always
Xbox
was
We
One
know
batshit
Mr.
crazy.
they're gonna flip a
I
switch
know
and it's gonna
Mr.
turn to
Mini
4K
X.
and all
I
this
know
shit.
him.
But
We used to
initially,
talk
it came
to
from
him.
there.
He doesn't speak good
I
English.
talked to Mr. Media X too.
This is before him. This is before all
It
this
was
shit.
it was a double stack GPU he
We
talked
know.
about.
We just spoke to him.
Yeah,
He
it
also
was
talked
some
about
crazy
the
shit.
Xbox before
Listen,
that.
listen. He
Yeah, he didn't start talking about the DirectX until after he got exposed for the double stack GPU.
Let me tell
No,
you
he was
something.
talking about
Listen.
no.
Yes.
Hey,
The,
show,
D-
am
the,
I
D- the
lying?
DX12 news came out.
Hey,
I'm just being honest, man. Like, because I was there from the start. It
Wait,
came.
what?
It either came slightly before or the same time around Z, but we knew about it. To be honest.
No, you did not. The console came out. I was talking about it being inside the goddamn console. And everybody from the biggest YouTubers to the smallest would talk.
They bashed.
Yeah, but we were talking about that shit on the Mr. X Insider forums as well.
I'm not
and everyone was calling us
NPCs.
fucking crazy too.
I'm not talking
Everybody
about
was calling us crazy
Listen,
too.
I know Mr. Direct X. He was gonna come on our show. He doesn't speak in English.
He sure was gonna do the
No,
shit.
no, no.
That
That guy that came on your show was Parasite.
I didn't say that's not what I said.
That was not Mr. X. That was Parasite.
Mr.
X is Russian. Mr. X is Russian. That's a different guy.
He is Russian, and I talked to him.
Hey,
He
Show, what you tell this guy?
Because of crap.
Hey, listen. Hey,
That's
Show.
why he
Hey, Show.
crap. Him and crap had it out at the time.
Hey, yo, Show, we been knee deep in these trenches, and you don't know what the fuck he talking about. You know, man. So you remember back then, everybody was telling me a goddamn liar and all this wild crazy shit, and the same person again, right? That I'm telling you, I have no. Listen, my opinion is my opinion. D. I don't give a fuck. I don't have to lie, and it's not that serious to me. I could be wrong about my opinion, but the same guy that I'm talking about told me about DirectX. So before let me finish. Let me say this, okay? Because anything else is done for it. 6 months before Microsoft announced it at GDC 2014, and I was saying this is going to be in the new console. When VG Leaks released the specs of the goddamn X, I'm talking about way the fuck back then. And they came up that the Pro, the X, the PS4 was gonna be more powerful than the X. And I was saying they may have something up their sleeve with the X Show. Motherfuckers said I was like, no, out there, bitch, building an arm, the flow of rope was gonna come. This is way before fucking mistake media.
For argument's sake,
it's not even an argument. It's not even an argument.
I knew about DX12 before I knew about your site. I'm being honest. I'm just being honest. But
you know about DX12 inside the Xbox One?
That's neither here nor there, because we're talking about the console. Microsoft specifically came out. Hold on a second, Z. Microsoft themselves came out and said we could have released the X a year earlier, but for what we wanted to do, the hardware was not available yet, so we had to wait until AMD had it available. This is documented, brother. This is documented.
Listen to me, D, and I'm not going to go back because I ain't going to argue, right? Now, if you want to say my man's a batshit lie and he works over there, fine. It's not even that serious.
I'm not saying he's a liar. I'm simply saying that the specs were not nailed down in 2013. And if you really think the specs for the X were laid down in 2013,
that's not what I'm saying. That's not what you don't understand what I'm saying, okay? Who designed the PlayStation 4? Was it was it motherfucking Kaz Harad, or was it motherfucking Mark Cerny? So this is what I'm telling you. Who designed it? Mark Cerny, right? Hello?
I don't get what you're getting at.
I'm asking you a question. Who designed the PlayStation 4? It was Sony hardware team led by Mark Cerny. Am I right?
That's correct, yes.
Okay. And who was the boss? Kaz Harad, right?
That's correct.
Listen, Phil's the ball. Phil is not a hardware guy. This is this guy screaming in my fucking inbox right now. Okay? He's not. Listen to me. He's not
ignoring the facts. That's the problem. You're ignoring the facts.
I'm done.
You're ignorant to the facts.
No, this is the facts. No, let me speak.
No.
For 10 minutes, let me speak.
Listen, PSN
this is the fact.
Just end this shit.
Johnny D. Listen, Johnny D. Greenlighted.
I'm not. No.
He
go tell it
system,
on the mountain.
He greenlighted the R&D for that.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
And the shit
boy speaks.
Listen, no, he been talking. No, fuck that.
Hey, hold on.
God damn it.
Hold on, man.
All right,
listen. If you enjoyed the goddamn show today, hit the like button.
Oh man, let's get the hell out of here, man.
Yeah, because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Hit the goddamn like button. Man. It's been real. Thank you, rocking out with BGST, and
y'all
back.
Crazy.
Hey, show, I blame you for this. Hey, like Russell Simmons saying, thank you for coming out. God bless.
Good night.
Good night.
God bless. Good night.
Oh my God.
Russell
Simmons is
now like